Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is going to be a multiple looks with one palette. Obviously, I am doing the 'Tis the Season palette from Cosmic Beauty. I barely had a chance to use this when I got it, so I decided that I was going to play and do as many looks as I could manage. So today, right now, I'm going to film look 5. So I thought I could do that together, and then I could walk you through the other 4 looks that I did very recently. And I thought I could apply one of the blushes and a lippy on camera with you just for fun. Full disclosure, I do not feel well at all. Like, I haven't gotten enough sleep, and that really messes with me. So I'm going to keep this look pretty darn simple, but I am really excited about it. So I should stop yammering and get into this. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the shade Mistletoe. I used this in my all green look. I didn't really love it, but I only used it as like a transition shade. So I wanted to use it as more, you know, like really put it to the test, because that's a really cool shade. So I'm just going to ever so gently get this on and blend it out. This is going to be a 2 looks and done. I know. Can you believe it? Me, Jan Van, 2 shades and done. Did I say 2 looks and done? I meant 2 shades and done. I really don't feel good. Oh, and I've already taken all of the anti-nausea medication I can until tonight. So that's a bummer for sure. Anyway, we're not going to dwell on that. I'm just going to play makeups and have a good time. Right? That seems like a good solid plan. I feel like sheer force of will should work in my favor. I don't find that often happens with like physical ailments or whatever, but I don't know, it can't hurt to try. Okay, so that looks very cool. It's blended, oh wow, I gotta fix the creasing, but it's blended out nicely. It's definitely a green shade. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so my initial plan is to use the cranberry shade all over the rest of my eye where, oh, for the love, where I don't have any eyeshadow, and then of course bring it up to just past my natural crease because my eyes are hooded. If I need to, I can boop into one of the darker matte greens or something to make it work, but I think this should work. And since my face is done, I'm going to wet my brush before I even go into the eyeshadows. I find the Cosmic Beauty formula for a lot of their metallic-y multi-chrome shades doesn't really need to be wet for impact. It's typically just about keeping the rest of my face from getting fallout. And I think because I'm going to put this on heavily over all of my lid, the multiple shades should show through pretty well. Just gonna go in with a little bit at a time. Man, that is cool. And get it built up and completely opaque. The thing that was like the most difficult for me when I first started using multi-chromes was that it never looked quite right, because I couldn't tell if it was like the shift in the shade or if it was a lack of product. It was really difficult for me to work that one out, but I think I've mastered it now. I hope. I'm just gonna keep plugging away and get this on my lid. If I was smart, I would have done my face after, like I usually do, but I wanted to be done when I'm done with this. So being a little extra careful, I could always get fill for that inner part. Okay, that is pretty much the eyes done. Let me jump off camera, get close to the mirror so I can see what I'm doing, finish my eyes, and I'll come back and we'll do blush and lips together, because why not? And then we'll be done. All right, I'm back and the eyes are done. I used cranberries on my lower lash line, and then I needed to go in with something a little bit different on my inner corner, so I used Candlelight. I lined my lips with my J-Cat lip liner in the shade Rosewood, which is pretty much just a dark brown. And I thought I could use the Ginger Snap lipstick from the Christmas collection. I do have some lip balm on my yips because they were feeling kind of dry. Just gonna blend the edges a little bit. I don't mind, you know, a bit of a stark difference between my lip liner and my lipstick, but I do want a little bit of a blend. All right, I think that's pretty cute. Let's do blush. And then I will walk you through all of the looks I did and give you an up close. I'm like feeling a little bit better. There's something to be said for mind over matter, but I feel like if I stop for any amount of time, I'm just gonna feel awful again. I actually felt so bad I actually ate. I don't eat during the day as a rule. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the shade Nutmeg from the Christmas 'Tis the Season collection. I flipping love all of the blushes from the Sinister and 'Tis the Season. Every one of these has been great. I love the mixing and matching and just pairing different things together and having a good time with it. We all know, I mean, assuming you've been here before, that I am just playing with the makeups. It's what I do. It's fun for me. So the idea of mixing and matching and playing with blushes and lipsticks and, you know, all of that, like a real makeup artist, but, you know, not, because I am so not. I don't know. It's fun to play. And look at that. I mean, I used either Merry Christmas or Ginger Snap. Was it Ginger Snap? No, Nutmeg, with every look that I created. So let me zoom you in for an up close. I can't remember which way you can see better. That made my eyes tired. Ugh. Telling you, I am a mess today. Let me walk you through these 4 looks real quick, and then we'll come back and wrap this video up. This first look, I used the neutral column, so I went with hot chocolate first, and then cookies to blend that, and then ginger to blend that, and I didn't need to, but it was so fun. Went with Celebrate, and then Candlelight. Celebrate was really barely noticeable on my lids. I think it would make a really, really nice highlight shade, but the Candlelight shade I thought was really, really pretty. This next look, I went in with mulled wine and then some stocking and some ribbon, and I just blended those. And then Tinsel was the shade I wanted to use. I'd already used Cranberries, so I just used that on the lower lash line, and then Tinsel on the inner corner. I really liked this look. I thought it was so pretty and wearable and just nice. For the purple row, I went in with 'Tis the Season, and then Gifting. I wanted to do something different, so I was going for Halo. And then I blended that out with Party, and I went in with Baubles on either side of the mattes, and then Fairy Lights in the middle. I wet Fairy Lights, and it was stunning. Baubles is a bit of a trickier shade for me because it's more textured and not chunky, but it's a bit chunkier, and just me and my ability to apply eyeshadow, I struggle with that a little bit. Last but not least, we have the green row, and I went in with Mistletoe and Garland, and then Holly, and just kind of blended those, and then Festive on either side of the mattes, and then Decoration in the middle. Decorations is a beautiful, beautiful shade. Holy moly. Really enjoyed this look. I struggled with the Mistletoe and Garland shade, and I don't think it was the eyeshadow. I mean, the Mistletoe shade looks fabulous, like blended, smooth, exactly what you want in an eyeshadow. I think it was because I don't know if I missed a spot when I was doing my primer, or I don't know. You never know. It's usually operator error, so it was entirely my fault, but I ended up really liking all the looks that I did. I like this look. I really like the first look that I did with this palette. I can't remember it because it was so long ago, but I have a Cosmic Beauty playlist, and I'm pretty sure all of the videos are from newest to oldest in my playlists. So if you're wondering, you can go and check it out. What the really heck is happening? Anyway, I think the Fairy Light shade in this palette is so, so pretty. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see, just like, it's so pretty. And Baubles is as well, but I think you can tell, like, it's just a little chunkier. But once you get it blended, it's very, very sparkly. So yeah, and then of course you can see Cranberries on my eyes. I think those are the only multi-chromes besides Tinsel, I believe, is a duo, like peach to pink, which I say this every time I see this shade. This is definitely an eyeshadow that, this color was the first one that I was like, wow, that's really pretty. What is happening? And it was from Ace Beauté way back when. So anyway, that is this video done and dusted. I'm definitely going to attempt kind of the same format with the Sinister palette, because I only used that one twice. I think I did a red look, of course, and then a bingo. but I want to use that one a bit more. And I feel like this is a pretty good way to do that. And I really like this. I mean, it ended up being 3 eyeshadows, but the inner corner doesn't really count because you can use a highlight to do that. But that was pretty cool. I'm practicing because I'm getting a new palette. I think 2 eyeshadows will be the ticket. And on a day when I don't feel great, I typically wouldn't put on makeup, but if I want to film, I could do a 2 looks. Why do I keep saying that? 2 looks, 2 shades look. Gosh, I should go now. Hopefully you enjoyed this or found it helpful or interesting. If you want to see anything else from me with this palette, let me know what, and I will do it up. Hopefully you enjoyed this and all of the beeping in the background. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.